Good evening and welcome to the Financial Week. I'm Javon Keys. The cost of inputs for goods in the manufacturing industry recorded its first decline since the start of 2022. The Producer Price Index PPI for the sector fell by 0.8% by the end of July. The main contributor to this downward movement was a 4.5% drop in the index for the major group refined petroleum products or fuel. The decline was, however, tempered by a 2% increase in the index for the major group food, beverages and tobacco. July's PPI movement brought the point-to-point index for the manufacturing industry to 21%. To some company news now, MFS Capital Partners, formerly SSL Venture Capital, says the name change will see the company reforming its operations and business strategy. While speaking at the company's renaming ceremony at the Jamaica Stock Exchange on Thursday, Director of MFS, Annika Jengeli, says the shift is to help make the company more robust.
For one, our business model will be a little bit different. Whereas previously the company invested in startups, we will now focus on taking positions or fully acquiring mature companies. Also, given that the new parent company has its very own corporate identity, deeply rooted in its own vision, mission, and core values, we wanted to ensure that MFS Capital Partners would benefit from the goodwill that our new parent company, MFS Group, has amassed over the greater part of the last decade.
To some news overseas now, Chairman of the U.S. Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, has warned that the U.S. economy could continue to see tighter fiscal measures over the medium term as prices continue to rise. Mr. Powell says the U.S. economy will need tighter monetary policy for, quote, some time, unquote, before inflation is under control. This means the world's largest economy is likely to face slower growth, a weaker job market, and tighter budgets for households and businesses. The U.S. stock market fell after the news, with the Nasdaq registering its worst day performance since June 16, weighed by high-growth technology stocks, which tumbled significantly. And back home, the US dollar is being sold for an average $151.37. $118.72 is the going rate for the Canadian dollar, $180.90 for the pound, while it's costing an average $153.86 for the euro. The JSE Index gained 1,784 points today, while the Junior Market Index advanced by 74 points. Leading the advances were Margaritaville Turks US dollar shares, 138 Student Living Jamaica, Portland JSX, JMB Group 6% US dollar shares, and Iron Rock Insurance Company. While on the losing side were KLE Group, MFS Capital Partners, formerly SSL Venture Capital, JMB Group 7% cumulative redeemable preference shares, Kingston Properties, and Epley Caribbean Property Fund SCC. And that's it for the Financial Week. I'm Javon Keys. But before we go, here's a look at what's to come in the Business Review on Sunday.